Hi everyone, I have a review of the Shady Lady eyeshadow palettes. I have volume number 2 and the volume number 3. So from now on, I'm going to call the volume number 2 the old one and number 3 the new one, okay? So the new one I got a few weeks ago and I've been trying it pretty often. So yeah, and the old one, of course, I've had for more than a year, I think. I've had for a really long time. And this initially came with a sleeve like this also, but I lost it. And I think having a sleeve like this for these palettes, it actually really does help because these palettes, they're not very sturdy. It's made with paper. I mean, I've had this for a long time and it's held up pretty well. I actually lost the sleeve and it's, everything is still intact and it's fine, but because they're made with paper, it's not as sturdy as some of the other eyeshadow palettes that are out there that's made with plastic or other, less flimsier material than paper. Yeah, but unless you plan on, throwing your makeup around and just being really careless with it, it really shouldn't be a problem because I've traveled with this a few times and yeah, nothing's fallen out or anything like that. It does have this magnetic closure, so it closes. And if you have the sleeve on top, I mean, yeah, nothing's gonna happen to it. And because it's super thin, I really like this for traveling. Okay, so the old one I have swatched on my arm on the top, and the new one I've swatched on the bottom. But as you can tell, the colors are amazing. They're gorgeous and they're very, very pigmented, and all the colors are super shimmery. There's no matte colors in these palettes. Okay, but overall, I actually like the old one more. And when I went to go buy the new one, they were still selling the old one. So yeah, if you have a choice between these two, if I had a choice, I would get this one. I have both because I like this one so much that I thought I was going to like this just as much or even more. Because usually, companies try to improve their colors and improve their products. So I just assumed that this one's going to be better, but I actually like the old one. Okay, so let me show you guys the old one first. Oh, the packaging, it has this huge mirror here, which I think it's very useful because it opens up completely like this. So you can go up really close and do your eye line and do details on your eyes. So I really like that. Okay, so that's another reason why I like this for traveling. Not only is it super thin, it's got this huge mirror right here. Okay, and it opens up completely like this. So this is a volume number 2, the old one. I'm sorry, my camera isn't all that good, or it kind of sucks. I know it's a webcam. I do have a regular camera which I can use to take HD videos, but it's such a long procedure, you guys. It's just, yeah, it's so complicated. It would take me forever to upload videos. You would probably never end up seeing any of these videos that I've been making lately if I was using this. So it's either the webcam or like one video a month. Okay, yeah, but if you guys feel that the swatches that you're seeing in this video is really horrible, that it's, yeah, if it's really, really bad, then I'll take some pictures and upload it onto my blog. But I think this should be pretty decent. Okay, so let me go through the colors. Okay, here's a Mischievous Marissa, this color here, which is one of my favorite. It reminds me of Lorax Serenity eyeshadow. And here's Tempting Terra, which is a frosty white. It's very glittery and frosty. Okay, and here's Devilish Danielle. It's light pink shimmery eyeshadow. And Justice Wants Jamie kind of reminds me of Satin Taupe. This one here. And the one that's up here, yeah, I cracked it a little bit, but it wasn't because I dropped the case or anything. It's just me being bad. Yeah. This one, which is Insane Jane. This is such a pretty color, and it totally reminds me of MAC's Smoking Diamonds eyeshadow. Okay. And here is Feisty Felicia, which reminds me of MAC's Shadowy Lady, I think. Or is it Shadowy Lady? That black eyeshadow, well, the eyeshadow that has purpley glitter like this one, but when you swatch it, it looks like black. Okay. And this one here is Caught in the Act Corny. Caught in the Act Corny. Okay, it's these two, they're not as pigmented and they're not soft and velvety in texture like the other colors in this palette. Yeah, and I think these two are more suitable for eyeliner usages because all the colors in this palette as well as the new one, they're meant to be used as eyeshadow, yes, but you can also use them as eyeliner. And I actually use Feisty Felicia, this one, as my eyeliner today. And it looks okay. I had to draw many times to make it this black, but it works. Okay, you can just add a little bit of water or Fix Plus, or I actually used this Lise Watier eyeliner maker. There's lots of stuff like that. You can even use eye drop, actually, Visine. Just mix it with your powder eyeshadow and you turn it into liquid eyeliner. But make sure you pick a very pigmented color to begin with, or else your eyeliner is going to be just so light that you have to just, yeah, it's just extra work. And here's Bossy Bobby. This is a pretty shimmery blue color. Okay, and here's Makeout Mary. It's like a medium green color. Okay, and volume number 3, same packaging. They have very similar coloring. I mean, there's blue here and there's blue here, there's green here, there's green here, there's purple here, there's purple here, but they're just either lighter or darker. Here is Open to Offers Olwen. This blue reminds me of, is it Electric Lights? Or that really bright blue color from MAC. I can't recall the name right now. All the Way Annie. This one is not as pigmented, this shimmery purple. And Guilty Gwen. This is like a shimmery black. I know mine kind of, there you go. Yeah, it's kind of hard, and this one, it feels like it's probably better as an eyeliner too. This one is not as pigmented. Yeah, that's what this looks like. This one here, Come Hither Heather, is a very pretty color. Kind of reminds me of Satin Taupe as well. So where is Justice Wants Jamie? This one here from the old one. And Come Hither Heather, the one that's right above. Actually, you know what? I'll compare the colors here. Okay, so there's Run Around Rebecca. This is the new one again. There's a light green one. And there's a pink one called Safe Bet Annette. There's Lusty Lee, which is silver. There's Creamy Frosty color, Envious Aaron. And here is Racy Racky Khaki, this bronzy color. Okay, so this is the new one, volume number 3. And let's compare it to volume number 2. And I'm going to compare the swatches. Let me get a little bit closer. Okay, so these are all the old colors on the top. Okay, I tried to match up like similar colors, like this blue from the old one, volume number 2, is a little bit darker, whereas the new one, it's a little lighter of blue. Can't get there. It's really hard to point things when I'm on a webcam. It's really hard. Okay, so as you can see, there are a lot of similar colors, but there are no colors that are exactly the same. They're all different, just lighter or darker in similar shades. Okay, you can see all of that. I actually bought Insane Jane, this color here, and Mischievous Marissa first as a single shadows, and I liked the two so much that I went and got this volume 2 palette. I've actually worn some of these colors without eyeshadow base primer, and yeah, they still show very pigmented. I mean, you can tell from the swatches. These swatches are done just on my bare skin, and they look pretty pigmented, right? Okay, and from the new palette, my favorite colors are Come Hither Heather, this one. It's a very nice everyday color for the crease. And I also like this bright blue one. I think this is a really fun color for the spring and summer. And this purple one I thought I was gonna like, but I don't know, I feel that it's not as pigmented as some of the other colors. What else? This green right here, I feel like this green is very similar to the green that's in the old one. See, they're very similar. Yeah. And another similar color would be, this is like super frosty white, this one here. And this frosty white is a little bit creamy-ish, but it's still frosty white. And other similar colors would be this one here that I'm pointing to, as opposed to this one. These two, okay, which I have swatched right there. No, I'm wrong. Over there, right there. These two are similar, right? Top one is the old one. The bottom one is the new one. Okay? Alright, so like I said, I personally like the old one more. So if if you were to ask me which one should you get, if you can still get the old one, volume number 2, I would definitely recommend getting volume number 2 because just like I said, the colors are more usable and yeah, I think they're more usable. They're very similar, but volume number 2 I like more. Alright, but that's not to say that volume number 3 is not pretty. It's very pretty. If you can't get this one, the old one anymore, I would definitely suggest at least grabbing volume number 3 because these palettes are amazing. Okay? Alright, thank you for watching my review and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!